Hi, my name is Vanessa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Roche-Posay Effaclar Clarifying Lotion, also known as Astringent lotion, which is suitable for oily, blemish-prone skin, and you can use it daily in the morning as well as evening in a skincare routine or on its own. If you're going to use it in a skincare routine, you're going to use it after your cleansing step, before applying your serum or oval treatment, and then sunscreen throughout the day, or in the evening maybe a lightweight moisturizer or even gel if you still should feel the need. Now, when it comes to the example routine that I have prepared for you right here, and you just saw it on the screen, it's primarily keeping the focus towards Roche-Posay products so that you have an idea of with what you can combine it if you have oily, blemish prone skin. And so I'm going to show you now the application as well as how you can include the lotion in a skincare routine. So we're going to get started with the first step, which is washing your face. Now I have both Effaclar cleansers right here. Either go with the purifying foaming cleanser or Effaclar micro peeling cleanser. Either one is fine of them. Go ahead and wash your face with it. I do want to quickly emphasize that if in the morning you're working with a mineral sunscreen, as I have right here in my example, Nude Survivor 30 is a mineral sunscreen which I can highly recommend, but the difficult part of it is removing it with a cleanser. So in that sense, your usual Effaclar cleanser isn't able to take it off. You would need to switch it to an oil or balm cleanser instead, or maybe do a double cleanser. And if you want to learn more about it, I have a video for you in the top right corner. Because I'm going to keep my main focus towards a morning skincare routine, so we're just going to go with the regular cleanser. So as an example, I'm going to use Roche-Posay Effaclar Purifying Foaming Gel Cleanser. And it is advised with both Effaclar cleansers to apply to wet skin. So this can be done above the sink or in the shower, depending on how your routine usually goes. It's fine to wash your face in the shower as well, which is something I can highly recommend, and it's extremely convenient. But nonetheless, you could also do it above the sink, and this is now what I'm going to show you. Now, before you're getting started with washing your face, make sure that you have a freshly washed and clean hands. If they're unclean, make sure to clean them at first and then get started with washing your face. So when working with water in general, my suggestion would be going with lukewarm water to warm water so it feels comfortable on the skin. So the first step that I'm now going to do is now wetting my face and neck, then using a bit of the cleanser, massaging it all over, and then I'm going to rinse it off. So let's go ahead and do this. Use a bit of your cleanser, about 1 to 2 pumps, depending on how much comes out, or about a coin size amount, so about that much more or less. Then you're going to rub it between your hands and then gently massage it all over your face and neck for about 30 seconds to a minute, making sure to not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth. So, and once you have massaged the cleanser all over your face and neck, you now can go ahead and rinse it off with water. Now in the shower, it's completely fine to just rinse it off with water, using your hands to take it off. However, above the sink, make sure that you get most of it off by using your hands. But then I highly recommend using a washcloth, those makeup microfiber cloths, those are extremely gentle on the skin. Wet them, squeeze them out, and then use them to gently swipe across your face and neck to properly take off the cleanser from the skin. Take your washcloth and wet it. Squeeze it out. And this should help you to remove any last traces of your cleanser, especially along the hairline, because this is where it usually gets stuck. To properly take everything off the skin. And now rinse again. So, and once you have properly rinsed off the cleanser from the skin, take a clean towel and gently pat all over to remove the remaining water drops on the skin surface. So, and once you're done with your cleansing step, you can immediately move on to the next step, which is applying the Effaclar lotion to the skin. So again, it is like a toner, which you're going to use after your cleansing step, and it helps to regulate oiliness as well as reduce blemishes or keeps them a bit more under control so that they're less likely to occur in the same amount that you usually would get. And so when working with the toner, so to say, there are two ways on how you can apply it, either with your hands or with your cotton pads. So when applying it with your hands, my suggestion would be go with about 5 to 10 drops, which you're going to dispense in the palm of your hand, and then you're going to evenly blend it all over your face and neck, making sure to not use it on top of your eyelids, nor getting it into your eyes, as well as avoid the eye contour, and do not get it into your mouth. So about a coin-size amount in the palm of your hand, rub your hands together and then blend it all over. So, and once you have applied it all over, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Now, the other way on how you can apply it is with a cotton pad. Now, I'm not going to do the application again, so only use it once, either with your hands or with a cotton pad, but I do want to demonstrate on how much you then would use on your cotton pad. So overall, make sure that your cotton pad is nicely soaked, but not dripping wet. So you can see, say, overall a bit damp. And so when dispensing the product, you need more than 5 to 10 drops because the cotton pad is going to absorb some of it, so that you then have an even layer on it that you then can use to gently swipe it across your face. So basically just the way I've applied it, but just using a cotton pad. And then once you have applied it with your cotton pad, again, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And so once you have applied the Effaclar lotion, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off, and you can stop right here and use nothing else afterwards except for sunscreen throughout the day. But then that's basically it. You can keep it that simple. But if you're using it along with other treatments, as I have in my example routine, then your treatments are now going to be the next step. So I have two examples right here. For example, Roche-Posay Pure Niacinamide Serum, which can be a great addition if you have oily blemish-prone skin, or the Effaclar Duo, which some may say is more like a treatment, some may use it as a moisturizer. So it depends on how you're using it, and if you later on want to follow with a light moisturizer afterwards, it is basically still a treatment that is suitable for oily blemish-prone skin. So I'm going to go with the Effaclar Duo, so that you have an example routine in mind. When using that one, use about a bean-sized amount, more or less, to apply it evenly all over your face and neck. As for one of their zones, they usually have a thicker texture, so you can go with about 3 to 5 drops. Usually with niacinamide, 3 drops is more than enough. And then you're going to apply it all over. So about that much, more or less. You just want to have a thin and even layer of your Effaclar Duo or even a Serum. So do not overdo it. And again, make sure to not get it into your eyes, nor into your mouth, nor use it on top of your eyelids. So once you're done with the application of your serum or maybe a treatment like the Effaclar Duo, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Now again, if this is going to be your evening skincare routine, you could stop right here. However, if for some reason it may feel a bit drying on the skin, you can go ahead and always add an additional lightweight moisturizer afterwards if you should feel the need. So this can be a light lotion or like this fluid, the Tolerant fluid. This is one that I can highly recommend. Or go with a light gel. So make sure that it's not too heavy, not to clog your pores, because you're trying to reduce this as much as possible. So this would be one example, and then again use about a bean size amount and evenly apply it all over. Now this would be then an example of an evening skincare routine. However, for the morning, my suggestion would be skipping a moisturizing step because it may feel sometimes a bit too heavy, especially when using your sunscreen afterwards. So as an example, when it comes to the sunscreen, I have Nude Survivor 30 right here, which is one great example. As I already mentioned earlier, it's a mineral sunscreen. So overall, as a general guide, apply 10 to 15 minutes before sun exposure. And you can use about half a teaspoon for your face, neck and ears, and about 1 teaspoon if you want to use it on your décolletage as well. Now this amount can be slightly adjusted. If you should work with a different sunscreen, then go ahead and do so. But you should be able to apply it evenly all over to cover the area before sun exposure. So with this one, I'm going to give it a good shake, and then I have half a teaspoon right here as a measurement guide so I can show it to you visually. So about that much. This one is like a liquid, so it's a bit difficult to show. And then you're going to dispense the amount in the palm of your hand. Now again, this can be slightly adjusted depending on the sunscreen that you have at home, but overall you should get the idea of how much you're going to use. And then apply it evenly all over, including your eyes. If it does not irritate your eyes, just make sure to not get it into your eyes. And I'm mainly going to go with face, neck and ears in this example because I've worked with about half a teaspoon. So, and once I've applied it all over, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And then this would be an example of a morning skincare routine that's suitable for oily, blemish prone skin, including the clarifying lotion, or also known as a stringing lotion. Now, this is what I wanted to share with you on how you can include it in your skincare routine, how you can use it as well as along with other skincare products. And I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Now, if you find it helpful, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And if you now want to learn more about skincare, I have several videos on my channel and I'm going to leave some of them at the end of this video so that you can keep on watching. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye.